The car for the space age. The quietest, most stylish, most refined 1.5-litre Vauxhall ever. The Victor 101. The car that leaps into the limelight to replace Britain's best-selling 1.5-litre saloon. As successor to success, it has to be good. And it is. With the FB Victor, this is what you achieve. First full year, 61,690 sold on the domestic market alone. Over 53,000 exported. 1963 total sales, 244,564. 1964 final year, sales will exceed 325,000. Big business, profitable business, and it's still growing. You had a clear lead with the FB Victor. Now the Victor 101 has everything its predecessor had and a lot more besides, especially space. Space for luxury and comfort. Plus, soothing silence. All packaged into up-to-the-minute looks that are practical as well. Curved body sides with curved glass give valuable extra inches inside and only a half-inch increase on overall width. Wide flat bonnet and trunk deck with equally wide front and rear screens to match. Magnificent visibility forward and to the rear. Note that full-width bonnet. Easier engine access. Routine checks on battery, oil and water very much easier and cleaner. Practical good looks. This trunk is big news. 13.5 cubic feet for hard luggage and still plenty of room left for soft items and odds and ends. Big news, it's the biggest trunk of all 1.5-litre saloons. In detail too, stylish, practical good looks abound. The sloping rear window is curved, keeps remarkably clear in the worst weather and makes reversing remarkably easy. Venti-panes, also curved, open full to scoop in air. They have a new pivot line developed in wind tunnel tests. Fully open, the panes do not enter the airstream and roar and whistle are eliminated. Acrylic lacquer needs no polishing, only washing, and all upper brightwork is non-tarnished anodized aluminium. A good-looking car. A silent, spacious car with big, wide doors that open wide. Everything's big to give big performance. Quality, refinement, and generous measurements are integral parts of 101 design. Deluxe models, this is the Deluxe Saloon, have ambler upholstery and individual front seats. Standard and supermodels have vinide bench front seats designed also for great comfort. A new, thicker squab gives more support in the small of the back. A resilient bolster gives more support under the knees. Today's drivers need absolute control. For the 101 driver, every control is driver planned. For ease of operation and for safety. Single cluster instrument panel, well hooded and tilted back from the driver for at-a-glance reading. A driver's car. And perfect for passengers too. Rear seat access and comfort are outstandingly good. A car in every respect styled and built for people who want all the pleasure of owning a fine, distinguished vehicle, but still want the best possible economy of running costs, performance into the 80s, easy maneuverability in congested places, and ruggedness to match. The Victor 101 body represents a major development in torsional stiffness. Over the FB, it has 71.5% more resistance to twisting and 1/8 greater resistance to deflection under load. Contributing features to this great body strength, those curved body sides. Result is a body cross-section approaching a tubular shape. The Victor 101 utilizes the basic mechanics of the well-tried, well-proved Victor. So, here's reliability. and there are many mechanical improvements and refinements in this latest Victor. This driver is adjusting his brakes. Wear on front and rear drum brakes is automatically taken up to the correct limits when braking. The adjuster goes into neutral if the clearance is already correct. Drums front and rear are standard, with more than adequate stopping power. Rear drum brakes have a duo servo action that gives improved braking performance, increased resistance to wear, and there's duo servo assistance on handbrake in forward or reverse. There's the usual front disc option with vacuum servo, a powerful combination with the duo servo rear drum brakes. Victor 101 suspension is a must for demonstration. The well-proved FV suspension and running gear are refined in a number of ingenious ways and give the latest Victor ride characteristics that are outstandingly different from most medium-sized saloons. At the front, IFS with coil springs and telescopic shock absorbers as before, plus an 11/16" diameter anti-roll bar, on estate cars 3/4 of an inch. Understeer on both models now more pronounced, and shock absorbers front and rear give more damping on bump and rebound. At the rear, the conventional U-bolts for axle to spring mounting have been replaced by thick rubber insulators, sandwiched in special clamps. Immediate effect, lower noise level inside the body. This search for silence has been taken to considerable lengths. Where the rear shocker mountings pass through the trunk floor, convoluted rubber suppresses noise generated lower down. Recirculating ball steering, the best and lightest for medium-sized saloons, respecified to give yet more positive action. Turning circle, still a tight 33 feet diameter. Powering this sleekest of all Victors, the 1594cc engine introduced for the final FB version, but slightly modified to suit the 101. Compression ratio is raised to 9:1. A high-voltage ignition coil is standard. The new coil gives two advantages. First, stronger spark at the plugs. Second, easier starting in cold or wet weather. The Deluxe Saloon and the two estate cars have the same exhaust system as the VX 490, a 17-inch silencer with a tailpipe of over 1.5 inches diameter. Back pressure down, performance up. Gear change, column or floor. For both, improvements for quieter and smoother action. The 4-speed floor change mounting has been completely redesigned for firmer, more positive control. Detail improvements. Instruments with printed circuits. New rear axle shaft bearing for better oil sealing and longer life. Windscreen wiper motor on engine side of dash. Extra quietness, easier servicing. Quieter engine fan. Rear engine mount has more rubber for increased smoothness. Clutch linkage redesigned for easier, smoother operation. All this extra refinement results in a car of exceptional quietness and comfort. Application of sound deadening materials is liberal and now extends to the interior floor. On top of this, 5/8" thick felt before carpets or mats are fitted. And for complete passenger comfort, the most comprehensive ventilation and heating system ever available on a Vauxhall. A powerful heater unit can stream hot or cold air along the body sides to rear seat passengers through the special outlets in the front footwells. Complete, precise control from just 2 levers. One ranges from cold to hot. The other directs the hot or cold air to car interior, interior and screen, screen only, plus a 2-stage boost throughout the range. Saloon range, standard, super, and deluxe with extra external distinction of wheel embellishers and bright finish to roof drip molding. Extra equipment for the deluxe includes dual horn, windscreen washer, heater, and individual front seats. Upholstery is Ambler. The estate cars are parallel to their saloon counterparts in most details of equipment and finish. This is the Deluxe Estate. Options. Individual front seats are now available on the 101 Super and Standard saloons. Leather is offered as an option on the deluxe models. And for the driver who wants absolute mastery of control, this is the car that gives it. The VX 490. Fast, comfortable, luxurious, it embodies everything the more sporting driver wants. Genuine back-gripping bucket seats. A very full control panel. Between seats handbrake. Floor gear change. Front discs with vacuum servo are standard equipment and redesigned for the 13-inch diameter wheels. Heater and screen clean are also standard, and there's a lockable glove compartment with a hinge-down lid that forms a partitioned tray when open. And for rear seat passengers too, full comfort for fast motoring. Extra visual distinction from special wheels and grille. A fast car, a comfortable car, and still a family car. The new VX 490 will appeal to the increasing number of people who want performance and a high degree of safety in a saloon of planned spaciousness. The great new 101 Victor range.